Kevin, it's 4. Do you want to get started or should we wait another minute or two?
Maybe we should wait a minute or two because
Central Park.
I don't see all the applicants here. So
Okay, let's wait a few more minutes. It's fine. Okay, Addison is joining. And Kevin, if he could be unmuted too, so it'd be Judy, Addison, and myself.
yeah,
That would be great. Thanks. That makes it much faster. So one can to approve and the other can second, right, Judy?
Correct.
We're tough, Judy. We're tough.
And that was my thinking.
Well, you know about brilliant minds.
maybe we can start now because the first and second applicants are here.
Perfect, perfect.
The items. Okay. Welcome everyone. If this is your first time joining us virtually, you will notice that you're currently muted, and everyone will remain muted throughout the meeting except for the committee co-chair, Barbara, and any presenters as we move through the agenda. As we move through the agenda, the co-chair will call on members of the public wishing to speak. You can participate by going to the react icon on your device and pressing the raise hand button, not the wave or thumbs up, as those will disappear. Only press it once. If you press it a second time, your hand will go back down. If you're calling in on the phone, it is *9 to raise hand and *6 to unmute. Be on the lookout for a prompt asking you to confirm unmuting once the co-chairs call on you. The chat is available for technical support only to help with Zoom software problems, not to ask questions of the co-chair. They will not see the chats. If you're using an older version of Zoom, you need to go to the participant section where you will find the raise hand feature there. Please do not raise your actual hand or wave at the screen because we may not be able to see you. Chat me, I'm here for support. Thank you. Okay. So the first person.
So thanks, Kevin. I'm Barbara Rudder. I'm co-chair of the Street Fairs Committee. Wilma Johnson is not able to be on yet. I hope she comes later. And Judy Schneider and Addison Levitt from the community board is here, so we're well represented. So the very first one is Central Park Precinct Community Block Party, which is a full street closure between 60th between 5th and Madison. And it is on Saturday, September 29th from 10 to 6. Do we have a representative, Kevin?
Yeah, that's Roger.
Hey, Bob. Roger Thomas, Central Park Precinct. I'm the president of the community council. Do you hear me?
It's off and on. It's wiggly. Maybe get closer to the mic.
How about now? Do you hear me now?
Much better. Thank you.
Perfect. This is Roger Thomas. I'm the president of the Central Park Precinct Community Council. Nice to see you again.
Good to see you. Tell us a little bit about it. I do want to tell everybody that's on, we have added this year or within the last few months, an extra questionnaire for you to answer, and it really makes it much easier. So what we have, but we still like an overview, but it really makes us understand a little bit more. And I think everybody can see it, and it made people with questions, things go faster because they're able to read some of the answers. But tell us what we do. I know you've had it every year for, I forget how many years, right, Roger?
Yeah, we're like 12, 15 years already now. We've been doing this every year. Same location, same time, same time. The event is, majority like food trucks that we have. It's between 60th Street, between Madison and 5th Avenue. We try to reach out each year to some of the brick and mortar stores to try to get them to participate. And we offer them a discount for trying to get them to participate in the event. But yeah, because we're over by Madison, we haven't had any luck with getting any of them because a lot of the stores are over by Lexington and they don't want to, bring their stuff over that far. This is the community council is set up for the NYPD Central Park Precinct. So we do this events so we can raise funds for our National Night Out Against Crime, our Harmony Day picnic, award ceremonies for the police officers for when they do good things in the precinct. We want to honor them. Along those lines, we make donations to them and help them with equipment, and also for the auxiliary police, which is a volunteer police unit in Central Park. Recently, we bought them gear for the bicycles in the past for the new bike unit that we run out at Central Park.
And you make money by the vendors that come supply. Is that how you make the money? How you?
Yeah, they we have Marty Joe Giovanni that's been handling it every year for me from Mardi Gras, and he runs the event for us, and we make money off of that and utilize it for all these community events that we participate in.
Right, and of course it's open to everybody. I know it's a fun event, isn't it, for everybody?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a great event, and we get a lot of people that come through, and we also set up tables for and, Central Park Medical if they want to. We give them space for a table, and also for the auxiliary so they could do recruitment drives at the event.
And explain to everybody all the great things you do. Thank you. Judy?
Thank you.
I'll make a motion to approve.
Okay, thanks. Is Judy on?
Judy's away right now.
Oh, I second it. And the two of
I'll
us.
call the question.
Thank you. So I think Judy probably heard, and I know how she feels. I'm going to do it. Thank you so much, Roger.
Thank you very much. Nice to see you guys.
Thank you. You too. The second one is the Indonesian Street Fair, which is sponsored. Can't even read it. And the sidewalk and street closure from E68th Street between Madison and 5th. And it's going to be August 24th from 10 to 6 p.m. Any representative from it?
Yes, I'm here. My name is Ramulo. I'm from Indonesia Consulate General in New York.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Madam Rudder, Madam Co-Chair, and thank you so much, Community Board, for the time. Actually, I prepare a short presentations, but could I possibly, Kevin, could I possibly,
Yeah.
share
Fine with me.
the screen, please?
I turned that on so you can share screen now.
All right, thank you so very much. All right.
Okay.
All right, so this is my short presentation on the upcoming event. Thank you so much for helping us arrange this meeting, and we also publish the public notice as required. And yeah, Indonesian Street Festival this year is on the 7th times, and thank you so much for the co-chair and community boards. We were allowed to have the festival last year, which was quite successful, but only last year is on September, raining very hard. Back at the time, we have a thunderstorm, and that's why to this year festival would like to move a month a bit earlier so that we get the summer vibes in New York City. It's all about promoting Indonesian culinary and culture and tourism. And since this year, we coincide with the 75th anniversary of diplomatic relations between Indonesia and United States that began in our very consulate general when we gained our independence by the means of the United Nations back in 1945 with the help of course, the United States of America. And we are really happy to be able to host the 7th edition of this festival. And yeah, our mission is, Indonesia is one of the it's one of 4th populous country in the world. But of course, it's, I think, most invisible big country in the US. Nobody knows us except when we mention about Bali Island or New Amsterdam. If, the early name of New York was exchanged by one of our island back in, I think, 200, 300 years ago. And it all about to promote the five senses of sight, sound, smell, touch, and taste. And it will be on the 60th Street between 5th Avenue and Madison Avenue, which is in front of the street in front of our Consulate General premise in New York. And it will be on August 24th. And the theme is all about Discover Indonesia. We want to New Yorkers to to find more about us and to help us to gain awareness that yes, we are, even though we are exactly on the half world away, it's 12 hours distance between New York. For example, if we here in New York at 00 a.m., there we are at 12 p.m. in the afternoon. So it's exactly half world away. We would like to promote Indonesian food and also cultures and also fashions. Sorry. And we will have a cultural event as well, sort of like dancing and a traditional musical performance. And then, yeah, we have right now we are preparing for the site plan. And this is like the background stuff is the Minister of Foreign Affairs of Indonesia last year coming for our event on September 2023. And we also will deal with insurance and cultural programs. And this is sort of like, yes, I think, yeah, that's my short presentation. We do hope that we will get approval from the committee board. Thank you so much for the time.
So last year you had, it was the ambassador came last year?
Yeah, that's right.
I
We have,
remember.
yeah, previous ambassadors of the
He
United
didn't bring
States.
good weather though, did he?
The weather is not good last year, but that's why we would like to try to move a bit on the sunnier side of the month.
And the food comes from Indonesian food trucks.
Yeah, we invite surroundings food trucks from Indonesia, from nearby, for example, from Queens, from New Jersey, to open for the whole public for the whole day. Yes.
Sounds good. Any
Thank you.
questions?
Barbara, I see that Wilma is on the call, so
Oh, great.
I'm going to send you the prompt to unmute.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Hello,
Anybody want to call the question?
I'll call the question.
Great. And Addison's going to second it?
I'm gonna second it.
Okay. Move to approve. I guess we skipped a
Yeah.
step. And is Judy
Yeah.
on?
Yes, I'm back.
Great. So it's 400.
Correct.
Great.
I'm looking forward to
Wonderful. I look forward to it.
the earlier date.
It's August
Thank you.
24th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Going
We
to be
ought to
hot.
all go. Looks wonderful.
As-
Thank you.
My family's from Southeast Asia, so I'm always happy to see
Oh, my pleasure to
festivals.
meet you.
and-
Nice to meet you.
Thank you.
And my birthday's the day before, so it would be a nice birthday present.
Oh, that's nice. My birthday is today, actually. This is my
Today?
yeah,
Happy
July 15th.
birthday.
This is my
Happy
birthday.
birthday.
This is one of the best birthday present ever. Thank you.
Happy
great.
birthday.
Thank you. Do you want me to do 3 and you'll do the next one, Wilma, okay? Just to get, it's the Ronald McDonald House, at the New York Block Party. And it is a full street closure from 73rd Street between York and First Avenue on Saturday, September 21st from 10 to 3 o'clock.
That is correct. My name is Caitlin Conklin. I'm the Director of Volunteers at Ronald McDonald House. Our event has been on 73rd Street right outside of Ronald McDonald House, New York for, this will be the 10th year at this location. We did stop doing it during COVID. And then after COVID, we actually moved it as part of a collaboration with Madison Avenue BID. This year, we're bringing it back to the house because it's actually Ronald McDonald House New York's 45th anniversary. So we're trying to do it in conjunction with the 45th anniversary, and September is Childhood Cancer Awareness Month. So for those that don't know, Ronald McDonald House supports families who have a child with pediatric cancer and other serious illnesses. So we are bringing it back to 73rd Street to celebrate the 45 years on the block. And it is a community, we call it a friend raiser, not a fundraiser, because it is a give back to the community for supporting us throughout the year. So it is totally free to the public. We have rides and games, all free. Tents have different activations like arts and crafts for the kids. We collaborate with our community partners to host booth as well. So the NYPD comes, they will be bringing their gaming truck as well as their rock climbing wall. The FDNY is looking to bring their smoke truck to do a little smoke teaching session with the kids. We are looking to partner with the New York Rangers to bring some of the Rangers hockey players, since they are wonderful partners of the house, to do some shoot off hockey pucks in the middle of the street. So we're looking really to just fill the street with some fun-filled activations, just to really give back to the community and provide a fun day for our families at Ronald McDonald House, but also the community's families to come together.
And your food that you're serving comes from where?
So we're looking for food trucks to come and partner with us and actually donate the food so that it would be free to the public.
Fantastic. Any questions? Any comments? Anybody?
Question?
I'll second it. And I assume it's 4 to,
Yes, yes.
okay.
Wonderful. Thank you guys so much. We really appreciate it.
And thank you for all you do. Important work. Do you want to do number 4, Wilma?
I don't have the
Okay.
agenda.
Okay, I'll do it.
I don't
It's
have
the
the
Madison Avenue Presbyterian Church, which is on Sunday, October 6th. It's the homecoming week. Am I right about that? And it's a full street closure from 73rd between Madison and Park. Oh, it's on, I'm sorry, it's on Saturday, 10/26. What did I read wrong? I read something
No,
wrong.
I'm sorry, Chairman Rutter, I'm
Yeah.
Julian Schroeder. It's Sunday, October 6th.
Okay, I read the wrong thing. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
October 6th, yeah, from 11:30 to 3 o'clock. So tell me what else please correct anything. I did.
All right, well, I'd like to thank the community board for inviting us and taking the time to consider our application. As Chair Rutter said, it is on 73rd Street between Madison and Park Avenue. It will be Sunday, October 6th, after our services from 11:30 until 3. We began this in October of 2021, really as a way to physically see each other as we were coming out of, COVID, here. And we've continued it every year in October as we are this year. We generally get about 300 to 400 people. I'd say about half of those are children, fairly small children. We send an invitation to all our neighbors in the community via social media, roughly a 4-block, radius. Obviously, we invite all members of the church. We have an active day school, and we invite all families and members and teachers and everyone associated with that. We have a very active music program from ages 4 to as long as you can sing, I guess. And we invite all singers and families to that. We also run a feeding program on Thursday evening, about 130 people we feed every Thursday. We invite all people that attend that. So it's a chance for the larger, broader community, to get together. I do have a few pictures. I don't know, Kevin, if you can set that up so I can use that or not. If I can, I'll just go ahead. But
Yeah, that option is available. All you need to do is press the share button towards the bottom of the screen.
Here's share screen. I see. Yeah, here we go. Okay, great. Yeah. Alrighty. Just give me 1 second here. Yeah, these are some photographs from the past. We do have inflatable, like bounce houses and stuff like that. And the younger children, really like that. We also have a very active crafts program here for younger children here, and that is quite well received. I should tell we do offer helium balloons, and that's extremely popular with young people. We also offer cotton candy and popcorn, which is popular with all ages, as it turns out. As you enter, we have a welcome table. We actually have, generally, I get about 35 volunteers. Just give me 1 second here. Generally, I get about 35 volunteers to make sure that, both to assist with the inflatables and also to welcome everyone, make sure everyone, feels welcome, here. There are welcome tables at both the Madison Avenue side and the Park Avenue side. Generally, we give out a tote bag and some information about the church and its missions. Right about here, you can't really see it very well, but we do serve food. We have to serve hot food inside. We can't serve it on the street, so we do serve hot food inside. We have a wonderful chef. Here the meal is completely free. On the street, there is snacks, packaged snacks and beverages and stuff like that. Here also here. We did put the posters up July 8th, 24 posters, and we have pictures, all that. I don't think I'll show you that. It's not too interesting. I should also tell you, on the street, there's no garage, no bus lane, and no bicycle lane. There is a fire hydrant, and we've established the 15-foot emergency lane, so it goes right by the fire hydrant. So if fire trucks or anything have to come in, they can access the fire hydrant very easily. I'm really happy to answer any questions or comments as best I can.
I'll have just two. One is, it is open to anybody that wants to come, any child that wants to come or any adult.
That is correct.
That's great, but not the indoor hot food, I assume.
Yes, no, the food is available for anyone, and we have people from the homeless to families to everyone else that goes in. The food's available for anyone.
That's wonderful. And so you will not have any trucks then, any vendors, food trucks?
We will have a vendor for the inflatable devices, but not for food.
No, not food trucks, though.
That's correct.
Okay, thank you. Anybody else?
I would like to make a motion to approve as presented. Just need a second for that.
Second.
I was gonna make, awesome. And fun fact, I went to preschool here, so I'll be happy to support.
Well, you produced wonderful people is all I can tell you.
Barbara,
Yes.
so Asphalt Green is next, right?
You're what?
It's Asphalt Green is next, right?
Great.
Okay, so I'll do the next ones. Let me know.
Okay, thank
Okay.
you. So it's 4-0.
Yeah.
That's great. Thank you
Thank
so
you all
much.
very much.
To it. Okay, so you want to read
And
the next
next
one
one is-
about asphalt?
The Asphalt Greens.
Yeah.
Sponsor Asphalt Green. Full street closure at East 90th Street between East End Avenue and York Avenue, Friday, September 25th, from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Is there a representative from Asphalt Green online?
Yes, that is myself. I also just wanted to make a correction. It's for Friday, October 25th.
Yes, October.
Yeah,
25th.
Friday.
Okay.
Okay, perfect. Hi, everyone. So my name is Cyan Clemente. I'm the Events and Rentals Manager at Asphalt Green. And on Friday, October 25th is going to be our annual Halloween event that we host every year, and we've been hosting it for over 10 years. This is a free event for the community, and we have consistently seen increasing numbers, and we've also received feedback from the public to expand it because we've hit, and our last event was just under 6,000 people. And so we want to expand it to the 90th Street between York and East End. Our plan for this specific street is that we will have carnival games for guests to be able to participate in. Again, it's an expansion of the event, so anyone that does attend the carnival that's going to be held on there will be able to enjoy the event that's happening on the premises as well.
Great.
Okay. Is this the first time that you're doing it on that particular street, right? You always did it inside the area.
This is the first time that we're requesting the street.
I see. So are there any garages on that street?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear
The
that.
garages on the street.
Yes, there's one garage that's on the street. We don't plan to block that off. So what we're going to do is we're going to make the garage accessible for folks that want to come in through the East End side to use the garage.
And we'll be able to get out on which they'll be able to
Yes.
get out also?
Yes,
Okay.
they'll be able to go in and out through East End and 90th.
Are you going to have any food there?
I'm sorry, what was that?
Food.
Food, we will have
Yes.
food, but food is going to be on the premises and food will be available for everyone.
But what
Great.
kind of food? What kind of food are you going to have? Is it just from your center? Is it vendors? Where do you get the food from?
Sorry, it was breaking up a little bit. Were you asking if the
Food
food was
trucks, I think
vendors?
you were saying, Wilma.
You have a
Yes.
food truck, a true food vendor, or what?
Yes, so we're gonna have different food vendors. We have not secured the food vendors yet, but typically our food vendors are within the Upper East Side community, and yeah, those will be on the premises.
Oh, the food truck's gonna be inside the premises, not on the street.
Yes.
Okay. So all you're gonna have on the street are the different activities?
On the street will be carnival games and different activities for kids to play.
Any bouncy toys or any bouncy games?
We will have bounce houses and inflatables, but those will be on our field. They're not going to be on the street.
Right.
Okay.
And what about the spooky house?
The spooky house is going to be inside Murphy Center, which is in our Mazer Hall. So that'll be on the
Okay.
premises. Yeah.
Can I ask, is this the first? I thought you had it on Halloween. Am I
Yeah,
right?
No, it's always the Friday before Halloween.
Is it? I remember
Yeah.
Wilma and I both had little kids, some.
I go to it every year.
Yeah, okay.
And-
I went
yeah.
with Wilma once and it was fun. I took a little
Yeah.
boy there. And it was a lot of fun. All right. Any other questions?
There's a question from a member of the public.
Okay.
Okay. Go ahead, please.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Great. So I live on 90th and East End across from Asphalt Green, where they're proposing to do this activity on our quiet street. Asphalt Green is a huge space, and I was just wondering why Asphalt Green, if they're not having the food vendors, they're not having the bouncy house or the games, how many people do they anticipate coming, and how many can Asphalt Green accommodate, and why can Asphalt Green not accommodate all the people? Like, how many people are coming to this tiny little one block, which people live on, which is one way, which we have a garage on? It just sounds like a terrible idea, noisy, inconvenient, and long. So I was just wondering, what is Asphalt Green not able to do in their entire giant building, huge outdoor space? Why does this need to spill onto the street?
Mm-hmm. That's a great question. The reason why it's spilling out onto the street or requesting for it to spill out onto the street is due to the capacity and the amount of people we're expecting. So we've been growing in numbers each year. And so we're expecting 10,000 people to come this year. And so it's a lot of people that can come through the event. So we want to make sure that we're creating, a safe environment. Again, this is also from the feedback that we've been hearing from the people that have been coming. So we do distribute a post-event survey for our events now. And so some of the feedback that we received was just the amount of space and tight lines. So that's the reason why.
And the capacity of Asphalt Green is what?
So it's different components. I can be able to get you a question. I can be able to get you a definitive answer on that capacity offline if you want to give me your contact information.
Well, I was thinking it's helpful for everyone online to hear the answer. So how can it be publicly posted?
I wanted to say something. Last year and years before, it was like about 5,000 to 6,000 people accommodated on the surface. I mean, on your grounds. So if you're expecting more than 5,000 to 6,000, I think it would make a good idea to spill into the street because the space is limited when there's that many people. Are you going to have tables and stuff up again this year inside the area?
I'm sorry, what was that?
You're going to have tables inside the area.
Not on the field. So on the field, we're going to have more activations because some of the feedback that we've been receiving is not enough activities due to the amount of people that are coming. So we're going to have more activations on the field as well. And then we will have an eating area in our Sundial Plaza. And food trucks will be in our basketball court and activity space.
So what will happen on that street that you're planning to close for 10,000 people?
On the street itself, we're going to do carnival games and activities. So think like face painting and hopscotch. It's so that people can be able to just circulate the area.
If I can also just mention, we found like a kind of crumpled up sideways advertisement about this committee meeting 2 days ago, and it said, don't remove, don't move. And yesterday they had all been torn down. So my concern is that the people in this neighborhood have not seen the advertisement, are not perhaps attending this particular hearing because they didn't know about it. And I think if you're bringing 10,000 people and Asphalt Green, which has a huge, huge building, a huge outdoor space, is suddenly going to take over a street because they want 10,000 people to be come into this one block, which is a one-way dead-end street. It would be nice if more people were made aware and could weigh in who are in this community. Because to me, it sounds like a terrible idea. Honestly, Asphalt Green is a pretty terrible neighbor to begin with. There, even last night, 9:30, all the lights were on, people were with whistles, there were games going on. It was Sunday night at 9:30. Like, they're not a particularly respectful, quiet neighbor. So to be bringing 10,000 people on, for me as a longtime resident, I've been here over 2 decades, it sounds like a terrible, terrible idea. And I think more people would want to weigh in if they had any idea what was being planned for that day.
Did you post?
Yes. So I actually posted 30, at minimum 30 flyers around the neighborhood on July 5th. I believe that was a Friday. And I also gave multiple flyers to all of the residential areas in the building, and I asked them to post it within the building space.
Nothing was posted in my building. We're right across from you. And there
And
was
which
one torn down sign a few days ago, and we always look at the signs. We didn't notice anything prior
and
on
which
any of
building
the
is
blocks.
which
I'm
building is it?
200 East End, literally
200.
across from you.
Yes. I gave that building at least 10 flyers to
Maybe people took them if they left them at the front
distribute.
desk.
I walked.
I'd like to also say
It
something.
seemed,
Um,
I mean,
Is
to
my
me, it seemed,
understanding that is my understanding that there's gonna be most of the people within the area, not on the street. It's just gonna be games and activities on the street. Most of the people are gonna be within the area and inside Spooky House and on the field. And the people that are spilling out, which is not, I don't think it's gonna be 10,000. Well, that's confusing to me. It's going to be just a few, it's not, maybe a few hundred playing games.
Yes, exactly. The cumulative number is throughout the entire time of the event.
Yeah,
The event is going to be from 3:30 to 6:30 on the field. However, the event will end at 6 p.m. on the street. We aren't planning to have much on the street. We'll have like tents and tables set up, which will be on the sidewalk. So we plan to have it broken down, and the street opened up by 7 p.m. the latest.
To me, just as a neighbor, sounds like a terrible idea. Tons of people, nobody had noticed. I'm wondering, is there any way that we have an opportunity to kind of further weigh in and
yes,
something like this?
Next Wednesday. It's this coming Wednesday. Am I right? It's a full board meeting.
Yes.
The public has, maybe Kevin, can you explain? The public has the right to speak.
Right, so the full board votes on tonight's resolutions this Wednesday. If you want, you can attend that meeting, and at the very beginning, you can sign up for a public session where you will be allowed to speak on any topic, including this one, for up to 2 minutes. So that is an option.
Is there also a way to please get an overview? I pulled the permit, but it says nothing about 10,000 people. So I think a little more information so that we can then distribute it among the neighborhood would be fair, because nobody had this information. It was not posted, and I'm happy to put flyers out on our front desk and to give them to the neighboring Gracie Square, Gracie Mansion, the two buildings on either side. I think people would not be happy about this, and it would be better, I think, if people can at least have some information, what's happening, how many people, and then they can choose to show up on Wednesday if they want.
And the event is on October 25th. So
Yes.
October 25th. So that would give a lot of time to post and to come to the community meeting to voice your concerns next Wednesday. And
Yeah, but we're going to vote on it on Wednesday, though, Wilma.
yes, that's right. Well, Wednesday, okay.
Could we then please have something later today in writing that
Well,
describes the
you
event?
do have, if you look at I'm going to say a few things. If you look at the agenda, there is a link to the whole form. It didn't say 10,000 people, but it gives you all of the major information that we, as a care, that we talk about, the safety of it and so on. We also, I have to say, we've also, as co-chairs of the committee and on the people on the community board, have known about this fair for many years, and we've seen only very happy children,
Exactly.
well done, clean after, no danger type of thing. And it's a few hours for children to go. I mean, quite truthfully, I've been very positive about that. And we could say that about any fair, I guess. You get loads of people because the one thing we insist on is that it's open to the public, that it's not a closed. We will not accept any street fair that is closed. We've had people that graduations and things like that and come. So when it's open to it, we expect a lot of people, and it's been well run, but you're more than welcome to speak up and have neighbors come to talk about it. I'm also going to say one other thing. It's not uncommon for not just street fairs, but many issues where people say, how did people know about it? Kevin, I don't know if Will is on, you can say, we have thousands of people on our email blasts. They are blast out where people complain of too many emails. It's the Monday write-up, it's the day of the event. There's the calendar that comes out the month before or sometimes months before. We don't know what to do to make sure everybody sees the thing they're supposed to see, because I don't know what else to do. So there's posting. Asphalt Green was very diligent in giving out to individual buildings. We have the calendar going out, and I don't know what else there is to do to make it.
Right. Aside from the flyering and the posting, we have the email blast. If you want to get you and your neighbors onto that list, go to our website, CB8M.com. I send out all the meetings to Link NYC, so you see them on the kiosks outside, the computer screens, and we have social media, of course. But if you have any other suggestions, if anyone has any other suggestions about how we can improve our outreach, feel free to let me know. But like Barbara said, we try our best in terms of getting the word out for these meetings.
Could we
Yeah, and I would
simply
also
copy of a
recommend,
flyer?
sorry. I would also recommend that if you are interested in this or any type of topic that we cover, my name is Will Brightbell, I'm the district manager. I would encourage you to go to your building super, your building management, your building, whoever is in charge of your building's communications, your building co-op president, whoever that is, and ask that they sign up or delegate somebody to sign up for our newsletter so that they see the agendas of the things that we're going to be discussing, and they can share it with the residents of your building so that everybody gets a chance to know. That way it's not on you as a regular resident, it's on your building as a whole to decide what's important and not important to share with the rest of you.
And you could always come to our full board meeting on Wednesday. It's going to be at Rockefeller. Look it up on, Will can tell exactly where, and you sign up and you have usually 2 minutes to speak. So
And you have to get there before 6:45.
Before 6:45, is it?
Sign up. Anybody else have any questions?
Could I just follow up and ask if we could please circulate a copy of the flyer that had been posted so that I can post it in our building since it was not posted?
It's probably just the agenda that, no, it's something different.
So
I
so
think
it
the
will.
copy of the flyer is going to be outdated. I think it'd be a new flyer that's needed.
Yeah, exactly. The flyer that you would have seen and you did see was actually for this meeting, and so distributing a meeting flyer that has already happened isn't really helpful or relevant. You can just direct everybody to our website and look for our full board meeting, and that's where they can sign up for speaking in the public session there.
May I ask some questions,
Sure.
Barb?
Mhm.
I have to say I'm not familiar with this particular street fair. Were you last year? Did they use the street?
No. So
time.
this is our first time applying for the street. The reason why is because we do expect really high numbers each year. And so we typically, even if we didn't extend to the street, we would expect the same number because it has been a growing event, just because it's gained a lot of popularity with the public. And so to make sure that we are maintaining a safe environment for everyone that's visiting the facility, we decided expanding the street would be a great option because of those growing numbers that we're expecting.
Okay, my only suggestion, Barbara and Addison and Wilma, I'm not going to be able to go to the street fair, but if somebody from the board can go and take a look.
We always go.
I will, but
I always go.
Wilma goes every year, and
Yeah.
I will go, I will make it a point to go again, and I have been on that fair. It is a
Okay, and then,
really fun fair for children.
okay,
and
well, let
Well
me
done.
finish my thought, and
Sure.
then you can see if the street is really needed. And the lady that spoke before, Nissa, I think her name was, she had some complaints about Asphalt Green being noisy. It is a park-like atmosphere. You are going to expect some noise. It's wonderful that we have Asphalt Green and the facilities for the children and families in the area, because as everybody knows, Community Board 8 has the least amount of park-like facilities. And I think when people move to the area, they should be aware of what's going on in their area. And I really can't accept a complaint that it's too noisy. If the noise exceeds 11 o'clock at night or 12 o'clock at night, then maybe that's a valid complaint. But otherwise, I think you expect to get that from a place like Asphalt Green. I live right near a park, and when the kids are there and activities are going on, it's noisy. But you should expect that when you get your apartment. Those are just my personal comments that I wanted to make. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much.
And that's also a different issue than we're talking about now. I mean, if there is an issue that you want to bring up, there'd be a different committee or a different time to do it. But that's not the street fair. That Wilma and I do know. We do know the street fair. Anybody want to call the?
Yeah, I was gonna just make a motion to approve this as presented. And
Second.
speak. Okay, great. And I would encourage, if there's opposition to this project, for anyone listening to the recording or for anyone on the call, to show up at the Wednesday full board meeting, and speak and sort of speak your concerns out. And that will be helpful for the board to hear in making the final decision. But for right now, I'm comfortable with this project as it stands.
Anybody voting no? The four of us are voting yes. Yes, Judy?
Yes.
Okay,
Can I also say one more thing?
sure.
For Nissa, for the feedback that you had given, I just wanted to also give you our customer experience email. So it's customerexperience@asphaltgreen.org. I really encourage you to provide that feedback as well. And you can also CC me as well with the things that you've noticed. My email is my last name, Clemente@asphaltgreen.org, just so that we can be able to speak more about the other points that you had brought up.
All right, thank you.
Okay, thank you so
Thank you.
much.
Thank
All
you.
right, the next event is homecoming celebration, sponsored by Nightingale School. It's going to be the full street closure at 92nd Street between Madison and 5th Avenue, Saturday, September 28th, from 9 a.m. to 3 p.m.
Hi.
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 So I'm representing Nightingale, the Nightingale Bamford School. My name is Courtney Bino. I'm the Director of Events and Logistics here at Nightingale. I'm coming into my 6th school year here, and I've been running this event since I started. So Homecoming is a celebration of our athletes and also a celebration of our Nightingale community. This would be the 4th year that we've held it on the street. We started hosting it on 92nd Street back in 2019 when we were celebrating our centennial anniversary. And then afterwards, we've continued to do that because we've realized that our school is too small to host all the families and students that come to this event. This event's open to the public. What we encourage all of our Nightingale families, complete families, mom, dad, cousins, grandparents to come to this event, and also to be able to tour the school. For some of our family members, it's the only time that they come inside the building. We have about between 500 and 700 people that come to this event. It's really homegrown. We ask our upper school students to sponsor or to help volunteer at some of our arts and crafts stations. So they'll help our smaller students with face painting, temporary tattoos. They do flyer making so that they can go to the games and cheer on our Nighthawks. This year is really special because we just unveiled a new athletics logo. So we're looking to do some arts and crafts surrounding that, possibly some tote bags with our logo on it that the kids can decorate and bring with them going forward. As far as food goes, we do use food trucks. We have 5 food trucks that we will be using this year. We always reach out and ask, we prefer to use minority-owned food trucks, women-owned food trucks, or food trucks that are located on the Upper East Side. But we also ask for feedback from our students because we want to have food trucks that are going to be fun for them. It's not something that they, get all the time. So they actually picked out our food trucks this year. We do have one food truck who is minority-owned and is women-owned, but the rest of the food trucks is like our Mr. Softy truck because, it's not summer without Mr. Softy. We're excited for this event this year because last year, like our friends from the Indonesia consulate, we were rained out. It was the weekend that it rained so hard that the streets were flooding and everything. So we're looking forward to a redo this year. On the street, we do lawn games. We do cornhole, giant Jenga, giant Connect 4. We do a soccer net with like some of our athletes, our upper school athletes, like pretending to be goalies in the net. So our smaller children can shoot on them. But yeah, that's basically the event in a nutshell. And we would love to
Open to the public.
I'm sorry?
It's open to the public, right?
It is open to the public, yes.
And but they can't go inside the school. But you
So-
said that what's happening inside the school?
The only thing inside the school is we have a volleyball game in the gym. We do 3 volleyball games. We do our varsity volleyball game, we do a JV volleyball game, and then we actually do an alumni faculty volleyball game.
And that's part of the celebration?
It's all part of the celebration, yes.
And anybody can go in to watch it?
Yes, we have our gym once it hits capacity, because we will have security at our gym as well as all throughout the schoolhouse. Once our gym hits capacity, we actually have a secondary location, which is our student center, that we will be live streaming the game for so that we have overflow for people who want to see the games.
Anybody else have any questions? For the public or any of us?
I was just gonna make a motion to approve.
Um,
I'll second it.
okay, thank you, and I'll say yes.
And Judy's going to call the question.
Call the question.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
Is it four
before
years
the
there?
question, Barbara, you're seconding it, right?
Second it, right.
Yeah, I say yes to it.
So everybody's
And how
saying
about-
yes.
How
Yes.
about,
Thank you. That was good.
okay,
Thank you all.
Thank you. Look forward to seeing it. Okay, any other new business, old business?
Barbara, we have one more item.
Oh,
It's going to be held September 5th, I think. And it came to us on July 9th. That's why we had to schedule this at the last minute. So
oh, okay. Do I have it on my
it is,
agenda?
I sent you an email, but I can read it.
Okay, thank you.
So this will be item number 7, Welcome Week Carnival and Club Fair, sponsored by Hunter College. Full street closure at East 69th Street between Lexington Avenue and Park Avenue. Thursday, September the 5th from 12 p.m. to 4 p.m. And the applicant has flyered and everything, so.
okay, so that's their fourth event, or is it the third? They already have 2 events, and this is their third event.
Hunter,
Yes, hello.
hi.
Hi.
Great.
Hi.
Wilma,
Hi.
what were you saying, Wilma?
I was saying that this is their third event. And what part of the school is doing this one again, please?
You know, your microphone is just so, it's so hard to hear. Your microphone's
Okay.
not.
I see. Which part of the school is doing this event? Upper or
can't-
lower or what?
I can't hear the it's cutting
Barbara,
off.
you know what I'm trying to ask, right?
I can't hear the
Barbara,
question.
because they had 2 events. I'd like to
This
know.
is your third event for the
Yes.
year?
This is our would be our second event for the year. We had a Welcome Week Carnival last year in 2023, and we had
Okay.
our final Fever Carnival in spring of 2024 in May.
Okay, so because one of the things that we fill out that I didn't see was how many events you're having. So this will just be the second?
The second for 2024, yes.
Yes, okay. And that would be the last one for 2024. There wouldn't
Yes.
be.
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
At
Wilma,
least for my. Sorry, I didn't hear.
do you have another question, Wilma?
No,
Okay,
I don't. I'd like to know,
Okay. Thank you.
just explain a little
Barbara?
bit about your event, that's all.
Yeah.
Now,
Barbara, I have a question. I'm not quite sure. What are you doing on 69th Street?
Well, we're asking you to present. Yeah, let her. Wilma asked a question before
I
she
wanted-
presented.
yeah, I would like her to tell us about it so we can ask our questions after.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Hi, my name is
Thank
Tiffany Wilson. I'm the Assistant Director of Student Activities and Leadership Development at Hunter College. And we host Welcome Week, Club Fair, and Carnival every year in the fall. It's a part of our Welcome Week. We have several events for students to welcome them back to Hunter and welcome new students. It is open to the public. By Carnival, we mean that we will have popcorn, cotton candy, a caricaturist, and airbrush t-shirts, along with food. We have one vendor providing all of those attractions and the food for us. That's New Jersey Casino Nights. And we have tables with our clubs and organizations that represent the college. So that's mainly what the event consists of. We have around 900 students that attend this event, and it's in conjunction with our convocation, our 30 and 30 program, and other programming meant to welcome students to the college in this new year.
Did you do this event last year?
We did the same thing last year.
Yeah, because we remember Jersey Casino. What is that? Is that a betting thing?
No, it's not. They
No, it's
call
a-
themselves New Jersey Casino Nights because they also offer casino events, but we don't do that. We use that service with them. We just get the popcorn, cotton candy. The
That's right.
food.
I remember asking the last time about the
Yes.
whole thing. Yeah,
Mhm.
but it's totally open to the public.
Yes, it is. Mhm.
Okay.
Barbara, I
Yeah.
would like to ask a question.
Sure.
Said this is going to be on 69th between Lex and Park. Did I get that right?
Yes, that is correct.
There is so much construction going on that block. How I was just past there, the south side, half to 3/4 of it is covered by construction fences. So I don't understand. And they'll be there when you're doing this event.
So we've had this event since, we've had it every year since the construction began. We did have the fair a few times on 3rd and between 3rd and Lexington, but the administrators and the students just preferred being on Park, between Park and Lexington and 69th Street. So we did have the Final Fever Carnival there, and we were able to make it work even with the construction going on. So our vendor, what they do, they'll just set up around the space, and we just have the clubs on the side of the street that's not blocked by the construction. And we didn't have any issues this past May when we did have the Final Fever Carnival.
Okay. All right. If it
So
works
the
for
sign
you,
is not out in the street.
if it works for you, then I'm okay with it. It's just that I passed there recently and saw how much of the street was closed off.
Yes.
I'd like to make a motion to approve.
Second,
Call
Thank
the
you.
question.
Yes. I say yes.
Okay. So before yeses,
yes.
thank you. Kevin, can you send me, if you did, I'm sorry, I don't know where it is. Can you just send me this last one so I could put it in the minutes?
Yeah, I sent it to you in an email
did? I'm
around
sorry.
3 o'clock. Yeah, but
Oh, today? Okay, maybe I missed it. Maybe I didn't see it. I got back after 3, so I may have missed it. But if I did, I would write to you and you can do it again, because I need to have the
definitely.
minutes out by tomorrow, right?
Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Any new business, old business, anything else? Good.
No.
So if anybody has any questions, on Wednesday is when we actually vote on it and make it official. It's our 4 votes are not the official one. It's in the full board meeting. So thank you, everybody. Thank you, Addison,
Thank you.
Judy, Wilma. We'll speak to everybody.
Move to adjourn.
Thank you. And
Second.
Addison, I'm around if you want to give me a ring.
All right.
Great.
I'll give you a
Thank you.
call.
Okay.